There was a black police officer actually out of Dallas that's dealing with some hair discrimination. Now, this brother was reprimanded by his superiors after being told that his cornrow braided hairstyle was unprofessional. Now, his brother's name is Dakari Davis. He was an officer of the Dallas area Rapid Transit Police Department. He said they shouldn't be judging me by my appearance. He said they know my character, they know my heart. He said he told the news outlets that he was left confused following a remark. He said to say a black police officer who wears cornrows is unprofessional, what does that say about you and the way you view black people that wear cornrows? So the brother joined that police department back in 2019 and said he never thought his appearance, which he routinely wore in a braided style, would interfere with his job performance. He said there was this particular lieutenant, he said, who disagreed with that, and he felt that it was unprofessional for male police officers to wear cornrows, and contacted the chief of police and eventually filed a formal complaint against my hairstyle, is what he said. Now, he said that he was ordered not to wear the hairstyle anymore while in full uniform back in July 2019. Now, several months later, it said Davis chose to wear the hairstyle while fully dressed in uniform during a Dart police officer award ceremony in November of that year. An internal affairs investigation was launched, and once again, Davis's braided or cornrow hairstyle was deemed unprofessional and unapproved. They said he faced several allegations, including insubordination for disobeying a direct order, a violation of the police department's dress code policy. Now, subsequently, he was put on paid administrative leave and handed a recommendation for termination after a letter of reprimand. Now, this brother he's a husband and a father, and they say a course of action left him depressed today, but the support of his great wife, family and friends, he contacted the Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price, who intervened on his behalf, and saying after that, you said Price told them that they would handle it. It said September 2020, Davis a letter of reprimand and rescind with a notice to the chief of police at that time period, right? So they said that, well, times are changing, we need to change X, Y, Z after they was exposed. Let me tell you something. They weren't about firing a black police officer for braided hair, but these white race soldiers out here killing folks, and they're not firing them. Beating up black people, they're not firing them. A brother doing his job with braided hair, he's about to, at the time, about to get fired. And they say America's not a racist country. Yes, America is a hella racist country. Racist to the core, because once again, it's the institutions that make America a racist country. Because they don't even want black police officers to have the hair to come out of their head. Not some foreign matter, not something that don't belong in their hair. No. This is the hair that come out of their head. And they do not want you to have that. You understand? They have always been offended by black people's hair. No matter how we grow it, we get an afro, cornrows, twist, locks, whatever it is, they so offended by that because, like I said, they're freaking weird in a lot of ways, because I don't care what nobody's hair is. I don't care. And nobody's hair affects how they work. Now, in certain industries, let's say like you work around machinery, and I've seen why you don't do it. Long hair around certain machinery, you gotta, either cover it up, or you have to, wear certain hats on your head, or something where you won't get caught in machinery and it scalps you, because that has happened to people, right? So that's why in certain industries, they don't want you to have long hair around certain things, because they don't want you to get scalped. But he's not in that kind of industry, so he can have cornrows in his head. It doesn't prevent him from writing a ticket or stopping a criminal. It doesn't prevent him. There's just white supremacists in that police department that's trying to oppress him, because that is oppressive. Telling black people something's wrong with what comes out of your head, that's oppressive. I'm the white supremacist and you wear your hair the way I tell you to wear it. That's oppressive. And he has every right to not only fight against that, but he needs to file a civil rights lawsuit. I will sue it on a federal level, because that's discrimination. That's complete discrimination. Because braided hair is no proof that you could bring up there that will stop you from being a police officer, period. But leave me a comment and think about the situation, you know, with our brother here dealing with it on this police department. I know some people may say, well, he shouldn't be there anyway. Well, let me tell you something. They do need to have more brothers and sisters become police officers. Yes, they do. Because they don't want a lot of blacks on the police department because they get away with a lot more. Now, what if the police departments are 50 to 60% black in all cities? You think they can get away with it? And trust me, from my research, the more black police officers you have, the less killing of black people by cops happens. Yes, the less abuse of black people happens. But you have more of those Mzungus on the force, it's more killings of black folks, more beatings, more planting of evidence, trumped up charges. I'm telling you, you would be best to have more black people on police departments.
Hey brothers, I want to tell you about a website called blackmenszone.com. Now, Black Men's Zone is a site that specifically targets black men. It's a place where black men talk about issues that solely affect them. Now, at Black Men's Zone, the topics will range from news to society, sports, technology, business, food and recipes. You know, some brothers got to cook too. Gaming, and some of your brothers like doing some of that. Health and fitness, got to get your workout on. Music, movies, and many other topics. Now, there's not many forums around these days for black men, and because black men have to create them. Now, this particular website is more of a forum based, something simple, not social media. You can write what you need to write, say what you need to say, get on, get off pretty quick. But if you're interested, brothers, to at least go there, and I want you to check it out, engage in the topics, go to blackmenszone.com, sign up for an account, and get engaged in the conversation.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.